Let's start it. In this session, we are going to discuss zero copy cloning in Snowflake. Okay. First, let's start understand what is zero copy cloning. Zero copy cloning is a Snowflake feature that allows you to create instant copies of databases, schemas, or tables without physical copying of the data. Without copying of the data, we can create a we can allow you to create instant copies of databases, schemas, or tables. The clone shares the same underlying storage as the original. So what happens here is no data duplication, no extra storage at creation time. Next, near instant operation. And next one, how zero copy technique or how zero copy cloning works internally. So here, let's discuss some important points here. Here, Snowflake uses metadata pointers. And next one, immutable micropartitions. And when you use cloning option, example, Snowflake copies own metadata. It will not copy actual data. Both original and clone point to the same blocks. Both original tables, cloned tables point to the same data blocks. When data changes, let's say if you inserted into cloned table, assume, then Snowflake creates a new micro partitions. There is a concept called micro partitions. It will create a new micro partitions. This is called copy and write. What are key benefits of this zero copy cloning? So first benefit is instant creation clone happens in seconds. Let's say you are creating a clone. So it will not take much time for creation. It will take instant creation of clone. Second, cost effective because both original table, cloned table shares the same storage. So it is cost effective. And it is safe testing in production data without risk because I have a production data. I want to do cloning and I want to test. So it is a safe testing on production data without risk. Independent object changes do not affect original data. So to clone database objects like Snowflake database objects, we can clone tables, we can clone schemas, we can clone databases, we can clone streams, we can clone tasks also. Okay, let's see step by step to implement cloning operation. So here we have different ways to implement cloning. So we have CETAs. CETA's full form is create as. Second one like. Third one clone team. Let's see difference between these three commands for implementing zero copy cloning technique. So first, let's start implementing these three ways. So for that implementation, what I am doing, I am creating databases and then I am creating table, and then I am inserting some data into this sample table. This one, let me open Snowflake. So let me write this create database script. So create database sample DB, create schema sample schema. I have already created sample DB. I have already created sample schema. This is sample schema. Then in that sample schema, I have created table called sample table, and then I have inserted some records. Let me execute this sample table, select query. So here change, switch from default database to sample DB, sample schema, use sample schema dot, sorry, sample database dot sample schema, switch to sample schema. Then let's execute. Let me open Zero Copy Cloning Workspace. Let's see. Select this query, Control Enter. Then database is switched and schema is switched. Now let's execute to select query. You can see total 4 records presented in this table. Now I am applying CTAS for creating clone operation. CTAS full form is create as. Using create as, I am creating a table. Using create as, I am creating a new table from existed table. So sample underscore table. From sample underscore table, I am creating sample underscore table underscore CTAS. Then I am displaying records. Select the star from sample underscore table underscore CTAS. We are able to see 4 records. Yes or no? We are able to see 4 records. So we used which command? CTAS command for creating clone. Writing. Yeah. So here, if you use CTAS table, only table definition plus data, no key constants, no storage. So what does this one? It copies table definition team. Let me execute select star from Now let's execute describe a table, sample table, status. See here, we have one column and column data type, and what is the type of this name, and whether this allows null values or not. Before that, describe sample table. Describe sample table. You can see column name, data type. Then you can see it is a primary key. So this table, while creating this table, we specified this table column is a primary key column. Right? Now let's describe our uh, create as table. If you see, it copied column name, data type, means the same schema, but no primary key. It will not copy. So it copies table definition, it copies data, no key constraints. Now let's create another table using like. So I am creating new table using like command. Create a table, sample table like sample table. New table name is sample underscore table underscore like sample table. Let's create this table. Let's create a new table using like command from old table. So we already executed this command so that it is showing table is already created. Now let's execute select star from new table. So here no data and describe a table structure. If you use like command, it will copy entire structure including key constants, without data. See like command, it copies a table definition, no data, including key constants, no storage. No data means no storage. Now let's run clone command. Using clone command also, we can create a clone of a table. So I'm creating new table using clone command. Let's say create a table, sample underscore table underscore clone using clone from existed table. Then select this cloned table. You can see 4 records are created. Then describe this clone table. So it copies schema definition, including key constants with the data. So table definition plus data plus constants, no storage. No storage means this clone points to same physical storage. New table and old table pointing to same old storage unless you do any changes in cloned table. If you perform any new insertion into cloned table, what happens? It will create a micro partitions record. with new record. So when data changes in cloned table, Snowflake will create a new micro partition. Both original and clone pointing to the same data blocks. When you do data changes in cloned table, Snowflake creates a new micro partitions. Both original table and new table. Sure. Hmm. Yep. Correct. Because yeah, virtual warehouse is not mandatory, but this virtual warehouse we can change depends upon data size. You can use different virtual warehouse with different size based on your data. Sure. Hmm. 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 Yeah. For entire data, until unless you do not change in existed data, either old table logic or new table logic, both points into same storage. If you do any modification, it will create a new partition for entire data, for entire data. Mm. Yeah, sure. So S3, we have a bucket. Inside a bucket, let's say original table name is EMP. In this table, we have file, complete records with the files. So on this table, you created a cloned copy. For new table, let's say EMP underscore clone. This is new table. Both old table and new table pointing a same copy of data. If you do any modification, let's say you inserted new record, until you perform any modification, both pointing to same location. Once you insert anything, then it will copy here. Until that, both are pointing to same location. No, view we can use for exposing uh, only some columns or some rows of data. We can expose entire data also using view. Yeah, we can sync with the view.